half hour of laughs in tonight's escapade with our guest, Charles Lawton, and our star, Alan Young. Our story tonight starts with Alan and his girlfriend Betty seated in the movie. And now, here's Alan Young.
Gee, I like going to the movies with you, Betty.
Oh, I'm so sorry the picture's all over, Alan. Those were the most romantic love scenes.
Yeah. Too bad the usher made us break it up.
Alan, you probably didn't see the picture with that big fat woman sitting in front of you.
Well, I got a little look at the screen. She had a pierced ear.
Well, let's go, Alan. This is where we came in.
Wait a minute, Betty. They're flashing on the coming attractions.
Oh, come on,
A
Alan.
minute, please. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Wonder who's in that one. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Come and see the new sensational picture From Pillar to Post, starring Lassie. And Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the Dolly Sisters with Betty Grable and selected shorts.
Oh, just a minute, Alan. I want to put on some more makeup.
Okay, Betty.
I cried so much in that scene where they evicted the old people from the house.
Yeah, what a touching ending. Betty, those pictures aren't true to life. Nobody gets evicted these days. Well, I'm more than 6 months behind on my rent, and nobody's even bothered me.
Well, I'm ready, Alan. Let's go. Oh, it stopped raining.
Yeah. Here's the car, Betty. Step right in. I'll open the door for you. Now, let's see if I can put the door back on the hinges. Yeah,
Alan, why don't you get rid of this car? It's got so many different parts you can't even tell what make it is.
I beg your pardon? Well, this car happens to be custom made. It's half Chrysler and half Jeep. It's sort of a creep. Kind of cold. I hope I don't have any trouble starting it here. Oh, Betty.
All right, Alan. Where's the crank?
Betty, cranking the car is a man's job. All I want you to do is to get out and push.
Well, try to start it once more, Alan.
Okay. It's caught on! I mean, it's caught on. Well, we're off.
Alan, you know that picture we saw tonight makes you realize how bad the housing shortage is.
That's not so serious. There are always apartments for rent. Betty, I could find a vacancy if I used my head.
But look, Alan, look at all the houses on this block. Every one of them has a sign, no vacancy.
What are you talking about, Betty? Look at that cute home in the corner with the gray shutters. They haven't got a no vacancy sign on that house.
Alan, that's a funeral parlor.
Oh. Well, I still insist, Betty, this housing shortage is exaggerated.
How can you be so blind? Now, look at that house down there. All that furniture piled up on the sidewalk. They just evicted another poor soul.
I have no pity on him. Any guy who let himself be evicted must be a jackass who doesn't know his own rights. Well, if that were my house,
Alan, what's the matter?
It is my house. Get out of this car.
They probably dispossessed you because you haven't paid your back rent.
Yes, Betty. They threw me out on my arrears. Look how they piled my furniture on the lawn. They might at least have put my bed under the street lamp. The fellow likes to read in bed.
Alan, doesn't Hubert Updike own this property?
Yeah, that rich Hubert owns half the town. Oh, but Hubert wouldn't do a thing like this.
Well, here he comes driving up now. Ask him.
Oh, Betty, I'm here.
Hubert, did you have me evicted just because I didn't pay my back rent?
Yeah, sir. Alan, I need all the space for my new building. I'm constructing my penthouse on the 40th floor.
What's the rest of the building for?
To hold up my penthouse.
Oh, that was a witty one, yeah.
Dot, is letting me build it because I've been so successful in my money-lending business.
Yeah?
Yes, I only started it 2 days ago, and I've already loaned out $4 million.
Well, who'd you lend it to?
Oh, I didn't bother to get their names.
But you can't evict me. You haven't got a legal right to do it. You've got to let me back in my house.
Absolutely not.
Well, Hubert, I know your game. You want me to plead with you. You want me to humble myself by begging. Ah, no. You won't find Alan Young begging. Come on, Betty, let's go. Help me off my knees.
Hubert, stop and think what you're doing. Tonight, when you're home in your warm, comfortable mansion, Alan will be out here in the cold night without a roof over his head. Then what will you say?
Let it snow, let it snow, let it
Come on, Betty. You think she's got me scared. I don't care. I'm not afraid to live out in the open. I'm strong, see? I got stamina. Let the cold come. Let the winds howl. Let the rains pour. It won't affect me. It's true.
Gesundheit, Alan.
Thanks.
Now let's listen to the Four Chicks and Chuck sing I'm Always Chasing Rainbow.
I'm always chasing rainbows, watching clouds drifting by. My dreams are just like all my dreams, ending in the sky. Some fellas look and find the sunshine, I always look and find the rain. Some fellas make a winning sometime, I never even make a game. Believe me, I'm always chasing rainbows, waiting to find a little bluebird in vain. Why have I always been a failure? What can the reason be? I wonder if the world's to blame, or if it could be me. Some fellas look and find the sunshine, always find it dark in the pot. No guy, my, I must be losing my spot. I'm always chasing rainbows, chasing rainbows, watching the clouds drifting by. Gonna find a little bluebird in the sky.
Well, Alan was prepared to spend the night outdoors, but Betty, fearful of his health, won't hear of it. Instead, she's taking Alan home with her, where she plans to ask her father to put him up for the night. As we look in on the worried couple, they're tiptoeing upstairs to Mr. Dittenpfeffer's room, where he's fast asleep.
Gee, Betty, you know how your father hates me. You think you'll mind if I wake him up?
Oh, no, Alan. He's a very light sleeper. We'll just open his door. There. Oh, look how peacefully he's sleeping.
Mr. Dittenpfeffer, you, Mr. Dittenpfeffer, speak to me.
Yes, I can be a poster.
Oh, I don't know.
Alan, the best way to wake Daddy is to tickle his toes.
Okay. Kitchy, kitchy, kitchy. Kitchy, kitchy.
You can stop now, Alan. Daddy's awake.
Oh, I say, so, you do, Adam Bump. Give me my beat. Give me my beat.
Oh, sure. Here they are in this glass of water, Mr. Dittenpfeffer.
Thanks. There. Now, Ellen Young, what's the idea of waking me up?
Well, Daddy, dear...
Quiet. Let Ellen talk.
Ellen, I was sitting there for...
Shut up! Ellen Young, how dare you come out here and wake me up?
Daddy, Alan would like to sleep here tonight. He's been evicted from his house.
Alan's been evicted from his house? Oh. Thrown out in the street. Furniture all over the sidewalk.
Didn't ever. Don't take it so hard.
Daddy, please let Alan sleep here.
Ellen Young will sleep here over my dead body.
Make an awful lump on the mattress.
Ellen Young, get out of this house. Get out!
Just what are you hinting at?
All right, Daddy. Make Alan walk the streets all night. But remember this. When you're in your warm, comfortable bed, Alan will be out in the cold night without a roof over his head. Then what will you say?
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Ought to be a phone booth in this drugstore. I'll call a few hotels. I'll get a room. Oh, there's a phone right over here. Oh, look at that sign over the booth. During the present housing shortage, please limit your calls to 5 days. I'll just go right in and start calling hotels. Pardon me. I didn't know there was anybody in there. I'll wait.
It won't take me long, sir. I'm just phoning for a hotel room. Hello, room clerk. This is Charles Lawton calling. You have a room for me? Oh, you do? Is it a nice room? Oh, it's a little small when the elevator comes down. Do you have anything else? Oh, it is, and the bathroom is out of this world. That's a long walk on a cold night. What's that? Oh, you just rented it. Now, look here, I've had enough of this dilly-dallying. If you can't give me a room, you can have the courtesy to tell me where to go. Uh-huh. Well, at least there'll be heat in the room. Well, pal, I'm afraid I'll have to go back to sleeping in the Y.
You have a room in the Y?
Not exactly. You know that big electric sign that says YMCA?
Huh?
Well, I sleep in the Y.
I guess we're in the same boat. My name is Alan Young.
I'd be much more impressed if your name were Waldorf Astoria. Son, you live around here. Don't you know any place where a man can spend the night?
Well, you can come home with me. I've got a completely furnished three-room...
A three-room house?
Well, it's not exactly a three-room house.
Three-room apartment?
Well, it's not exactly an apartment.
Tell me, son, what is it?
Well, it's a completely furnished three-room sidewalk. I was evicted.
Son, are you asking me to sleep out in the open like a common bum?
Yes.
Well, let's go.
Mr. Lawton.
Yes, Alan.
Mr. Lawton, have you finished undressing?
Yes, Alan.
Good. Can I use the rose bush now?
No, I'm washing up. I'm using the bird bath.
Will it take long?
Yes, there are 2 robins ahead of me. I guess I'll skip it. But I'm ready for bed. It's pretty cold in this place.
Well, it shouldn't be. I just lit the smudge pots. Well, Mr. Lawton, I guess I'll get into bed.
Okay, now I'll get into bed.
Now I'll get back into bed. Oh, it's comfortable here, Mr. Lawton. Oh, darn it. I forgot to put out the light.
I'll take care of that. Where's my shoe?
Well, good night, Mr. Lawton.
Good night, Alan.
Oh, dear, I think it's starting to rain. I just felt a few drops in my face.
Oh, it can't be raining. The sky's clear. Look up, you can see the Big Dipper.
Well, the darn thing must be leaking. I still tell you...
Listen, was that thunder?
It wasn't something I ate.
sheets.
Yes, I haven't been this wet since mutiny on the Bounty.
Let's grab the bed and leave for the house.
Be careful, old boy, getting the bed through the door.
This is so heavy, we'll never make it.
Oh, come along, Alan. Light as a feather, nothing to it. Just ease it through the door.
Yeah.
It goes down right over here. There we are. Wasn't so bad carrying that bed, was it?
No, but it would have been easier if you'd get out of it.
I think we'll be comfortable here.
We won't be able to stay here long. You know, Hubert Updike will find our way here and throw me out again. That's Hubert on the phone already.
Don't answer it.
Yeah. Can't stand it. I gotta answer it.
Don't answer that phone.
Then I'll have to cut the wire, that's all. I'll get my knife. There. That takes care of it. It's still ringing. It's driving me crazy. I'm gonna fix that phone so it'll never ring again. That did it. That won't bother us anymore. No. I cut the wires. I broke the phone. Why is it still ringing? Why?
I'll tell you why. It's the doorbell.
What are we going to do? He's going to throw us out in the rain.
No, Alan, he won't throw us out. I just thought of something. It's against the law to evict a dying man.
But I'm not dying. I wouldn't even know how to fake it.
I'll show you how. Now, you concentrate, Alan. You're sinking fast. You know you're going, and you can't fight any longer. You're going, Alan. You're going into the great beyond. You're going. Say something. Say something.
Bye now.
Now let's listen to the four Chicks and Chuck sing Personality.
When Madame Pompadour was on the ballroom floor, said all the gentlemen, obviously, the Madame had the cutest personality. And think of all the books about DuBarry's looks. What was it, man of the toastery? She had a well-developed personality. And what did Romeo see in Juliet? Or Piero in Syrax? Or Jupiter in Juno? You know. And when Salome danced and had the poison trance, no doubt it must have been easy to see. So easy to see that she knew how to use her personality. And why are certain girls offer certain things like table coats and wedding rings by men who wear the that's right, Jack. That's right. So don't you say I'm smart and have the kindest heart. Oh, what a wonderful sister I'd be. Just tell me how you like my personality. personality.
While Hubert Updike impatiently rings the doorbell outside, Charles Lawton is preparing Alan for his great dying scene in a last-minute effort to forestall eviction.
All right, Alan. I'm ready to let Hubert in now. Just lie quietly in bed and groan softly.
But, Mr. Lawton, that won't work. Hubert will be able to tell my real condition by the color of my cheek.
You're right. I'd add a little rouge so he won't think you're dead. Now, remember, you're dying because Hubert caused you to be exposed to that terrible rain. Now, start groaning a little. I'm going to let Hubert in.
All right.
How dare you keep me waiting? Oh, I'm so hungry I could give you a smart.
Quiet, please. Don't act like a ruffian.
A ruffian, am I? Well, now you really irked me. Now I'm going to use profanity. To you, sir, piss and tush.
Pish and tush, eh? And to you, sir, tush and pish.
I warn you not to arouse me. I'm a brute. I was the star halfback of Harvard.
So what? I was the star hunchback of Notre Dame. Thank you to show the proper respect. Someone in this house is passing on. Right there in that bed. Alan, for heaven's sake, start passing on.
Heavens to McVouty. It's Alan Young.
Hubert, this is all your fault. You have driven me into the rain, and now I lie here, wretched and drenched. I grow weaker, weaker, and weaker. Hubert, I'm going now, but I shall come back and haunt you. Haunt you! Wherever you are.
Well, if I'm not home, you'll find me at the Stork Club.
Excuse me, I want to take his temperature. Here, Alan. Let me slip this thermometer in your mouth. There.
What does it say?
Drink Southern Comfort.
You're using the cocktail mixer. No use taking my temperature. I'm going fast. I hear music. Sweet music in the distance. The sound of harp.
Alan, what are they playing?
Onesie Tuesday. I see a vision. A long road leading up to the sky. On that road is a golden chariot driven by an angel in a long white robe.
That's Madman Muntz.
Alan, I was worried about you in the rain. Oh. Alan, what's going on? What are you doing in bed?
Quiet, Betty. Alan is about to become deceased. I evicted him into the rain.
Oh, Alan, you're so wet. Oh, you're soaked from head to foot.
That's all right, Betty. Where I'm going, it'll dry out quick.
Oh, no. No, you can't go. You can't go.
When you gotta go, you gotta go. Betty, would you grant me one last request?
Anything, Alan.
Kiss these fading lips, for I am going fast.
All right, Alan.
Betty, kiss these fading lips, for I am going fast. Betty, kiss these fading lips, for I'm going fast.
Alan, you'd better stop. There's steam coming out of your ears.
I gotta get up enough steam to go.
Hubert Updike, look what you've done. You're responsible for this.
Oh.
Your cruelty and greed has torn this young man from the arms of the gal he loved.
Oh.
And here he lies on his bed of pain. A young man forgotten, forlorn, and
Forsaken.
forsaken.
Listen, I'll make it up to you, Alan. I'll have him buried in our family plot in the First National Bank.
I don't think Alan can last much longer. I'll go upstairs and lay out his full dress suit.
Don't wear I'll just wear the sports jacket. Don't want to go formal. Before I leave you, but I want you to grant me one last request.
Say it, Alan. Say it. Anything you wish.
Well, that's that notice. That paper you were bringing into the house. I could depart happy if I knew that was torn up.
But Alan, this notice...
Please, Hubert, please. Make me happy, boy. Here, that document.
Oh, very well, Alan. There you are, Alan. It's torn into thousands of pieces.
We did it, Alan. We put one over on it. We can stay here.
Yippee!
Alan, you've jumped out of bed. You're all right.
Of course. We put it over on him, didn't we, Charlie?
That's it. We made him tear up the eviction notice.
This is very funny. Because that wasn't an eviction notice.
It wasn't?
No, I had a change of heart, so I was bringing you a 2-year lease with free rent. And you made me tear it up.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Listen to that thunder out there.
Yes, you know, Alan, it was very clever of you to find a room like this for both of us.
Yeah, it was a little difficult, but I choose it.
What is it?
We'll have to get out of this booth. Somebody wants to use the phone. Thanks, Mike. Friends, I'm sure you'll join me in saying how much we enjoyed Charles Lawton tonight. Thanks, Mr. Lawton.
It's a pleasure to be here, Alan.
I saw you in that new film of yours because of him.
You did?
Yes. I was sitting up in the front row. I'm surprised you didn't recognize me.
Well, the film was going so fast, I hadn't time to say hello.
Oh.
Good night, Alan.
Good night, Mr. Lawton.
Written by David R. Swartz and Norman Paul and comes to you from Hollywood. The part of Hubert Updike is played by Jim Backen and Betty by Gene Gillespie. The music is by Four Chicks and Chuck and George Wilde and his orchestra.
Forces Radio Service.
Thank you.